Welcome to Silver Eagle Basketball here on WVMO LP Monona. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight we got a great game. Two of the best teams in the Badger South Conference. The second place Stoughton Vikings against your Silver Eagle girls. Monona Grove comes into tonight's game with an 8-5 record. Stoughton 11-3, one of the best teams in the state. Silver Eagles are going to have their hands full tonight. Well, last Friday night we watched the MG boys get defeated by the Stoughton Vikings. Tonight the girls have a chance to get a little revenge. Monona, with one of the best players in the state, of course, McKenna Warnock. We'll mention her name once or twice throughout the game, I'm sure. Taking on the Stoughton Vikings, and Stoughton boasts a pretty balanced squad. They've got 4 girls averaging 10 points or better. That's some balance that's a little hard to beat. Earlier, these two teams met up in Stoughton back in November. The Vikings edging them at the buzzer almost, beating the Silver Eagles 70-69 in that game. McKenna Warnock with 36 points to lead all scorers. She also had 24 rebounds. She seems to save her best games for the Vikings. That one was amazing. She also had 4 blocked shots, 3 steals, 4 assists. There's no doubt why she's the #1 ranked junior in the entire state of Wisconsin. The Vikings, on the other hand, like I mentioned coming into tonight's game, 11-3 overall, 8-2 in the conference, right behind the Monroe Cheesemakers. Monroe, one of the best teams in the state. No slouch, though, is Stoughton, as they are led in scoring by Emma Kissling. Kissling, 12 points a game. Peyton Treloff, 11 a game. Just about 11 a game for Paige Halverson and Cassidy Bach. Bach, the only returning starter for the Vikings. She averaged 9 points a game last year. She's a 5'8 guard. The other players all picked their games up. They were letter winners last year and have really made a difference. Vikings graduated a lot of players, but they brought back 5 good ones, or 4 good ones in the ones I just mentioned. They're going to give the Silver Eagles a handful tonight, that's for sure. Checking the warm-ups to see if Kaylee Kellogg is back in uniform. I don't see her yet. She was having a good season for the Silver Eagles, so she went down with an injury, averaging 10 points a game. Since then, they've had to rely on a variety of other players. Warnock, of course, averaging 29 a game, but Julia Bruns, Jenny Gorton, Hayden Blank, Chloe Larsh, all of them have played big roles. One of the players who's not so known for her scoring, but has definitely contributed, is Peyton Nelson, the freshman, playing some good defense, getting some assists, scrambling all over for the ball, really adding to the overall team's abilities to have a player like that pushing for them. I think I do see Kaylee Kellogg in uniform. That would be awful nice to have her back and playing for the Silver Eagles. Monona Grove coming off a victory at Portage the other night. McKenna Warnock, the leading scorer, with 33 points in that game. Let's talk about Warnock for just a minute here. I said we'll mention her name throughout the night. McKenna creeping up on the school record for girls' career scoring. She trails Taylor Nelson. You'll remember her. She had an outstanding career here at Monona Grove by only 43 points. 46 points. My maths aren't so good. Taylor Nelson with 1,398 points. McKenna Warnock, 1,352. Now keep in mind that 1,352 is just in 2.5 years of varsity ball. Taylor had all 4 years, so I expect McKenna to smash that record. Some of the other leading scorers are names you may remember. Autumn Ogden. Autumn, a 2016 graduate, almost 1,200 points. The first 1,000-point scorer in Monona Grove history was Diane Ring. Ring playing back in the 85-88 time frame. Alexa Kelsey, she played with Taylor Nelson, giving the Silver Eagles 2,000-point scorers in that 2010-2014 era. Beneath her, Lori Esser with 988 career points. Deb Hughes, one of my favorite all-time players, 949. She was wrapping up her career playing just as I was starting my career announcing. Deb graduating in 1995. And then behind her in scoring, Emily Richter. Richter, just an all-around great player. 6-foot point guard. Boy, she was fun to watch. She's also one of the leading all-time rebounders at Monona Grove. 894 points, followed by Jessica Schmitz. Jessica played here in the new high school, so more recent player. Jessica with 806 points. And then Sue Aspenson. She touched the Diane Ring era as she played from 82 through 85 with 772 points. Now think of that. Aspenson is 10th place on the all-time scoring list with about half the number of points that Taylor Nelson has. That's how big the gap is between first and 10th here at Monona Grove. There's Taylor Nelson, McKenna Warnock, and then everybody else, it seems like. for fun later on, I thought I'd see how fast I can name all the schools that have made offers to McKenna Warnock. I've been known to talk a little fast sometimes, so it might be kind of fun to see me roll through this list. An impressive fact about McKenna Warnock is she's improved every year. Her scoring has gone up from 19.5 a game as a freshman, 26.7 as a sophomore, 29.2 this year, and she's third in the state, I believe, in scoring. So the only player, or one of the two players ahead of her, is Shamira Williams that we saw a few weeks ago. Well, we didn't see her. Somebody must have seen her, but she was here with Wisconsin. Start again. Milwaukee Academy of Science. Silver Eagles winning that one easily, 89-63. McKenna having 31 points that night. But tonight it's the Stoughton Vikings, and this is going to be a handful tonight for your Silver Eagle girls. Vikings always bring a tough squad here. Coach Brad Pickett in his 4th year. Pickett, I believe, coached at DeForest prior to Stoughton. He's 65-14 here at Stoughton, and has done a really nice job keeping this team in contention this year. They've won 3 games in a row now, losing last just after Christmas, December 28th to Janesville Craig. Before that, they'd put together a streak of 5 wins. They started the season with 4 straight, including that 1-point victory over MG. They're just a tough, well-balanced squad. I'm going to look to see what sort of height they've got on their team here. Let's see, Bach is 5'8", Kissling's 5'8", Treloff is 5'8", Helverson's 5'8". They don't have a lot of height, to be honest with you. Ashley Nelson, listed at 5'11", is their tallest player. She's the only one, excuse me, over 5'9". Silver Eagles have some pretty decent size. Of course, Warnock, the biggest player on the floor, at 6'2". Let me find the scoring for the Vikings and see how big this Nelson is, or how much she scores. She's averaging 5 a game. But the Silver Eagles should have a pretty good height advantage for most of the game here. Be interesting to see how they defense Warnock. I mean, one of the tactics is to do a box and one. We've seen some of that this season. We've also seen where they've got an inside zone that collapses every time she gets near the paint, where they've had 3 players hanging on her. That was the case against McFarland, and she scored a lot of points versus the Spartans. Let's see, in that one, yeah, she had 29 points against McFarland, but that also left open Jordan Dahlhauser and Peyton Lang to score in double figures that night. So, you know, you could choose your poison. You know, you can collapse and try to deny McKenna Warnock her points, or you can spread it out and try to stop everybody else. You know, concede that Warnock's going to score her 30 points and try to hold everybody else in. Be interesting to see what Pickett does. And, you know, what he did last time was effective. They had that 1-point victory over the Silver Eagles. Silver Eagles, after tonight, will take on La Follette next Tuesday night. The Lancers 4-6 in conference. That's become an annual rivalry game against the Lancers, as the two high schools are exceptionally close to each other. It was even more fun when a good friend of mine was coaching La Follette, Liz Rohde. Liz now in administration for what school? Oh, boy, I feel bad now for not remembering. Sorry, Liz, if you're listening. Andy, why don't you keep me abreast of this sort of stuff? Stoughton lost a couple of outstanding players from last year's squad, most notably Marissa Robson. Robson, an all-conference pick, averaging, 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2 steals and an assist a game. And Kendra Helverson, a nice player too, 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2 steals and an assist. Hard to make that up, but Cassidy Bach, an honorable mention all-conference pick last year, certainly done a good job. Like I said, they had 4 returners from last year's squad. All 4 are averaging double figures this year, so the Silver Eagles are going to have their hands full. After tonight, Silver Eagles played La Follette, like I mentioned, and then next Friday, the 26th, they're at Oregon. We'll see them back here against Fort Atkinson on the 30th. Let's see what our next TV game is. There's tonight against Stoughton. Let's see, the boys play the Badger Challenge at Oregon High School tomorrow night. The boys are here Tuesday, January 23rd, to take on the Watertown Goslings. The Goslings new to the conference, so this will be their first trip to Monona Grove. That ought to be a lot of fun. And then that's the same night the girls are at La Follette, so flip a coin. You know what you could do? You could go watch the girls' game and listen to the boys on WVMO. That's the ticket. All right. Stoughton girls have come out of the locker room and taken the floor, resplendent in their purple uniforms. Those are hard numbers to read. I'm sorry. I'm going to screw some of those up. You can count on it. Silver Eagles continue to go through warm-ups. We're about 4 minutes away from game time. At some point later tonight, I'm going to continue my series of stories about the 1969-1970 MG boys basketball team. First MG team to make the state tournament. When we last left them, they had lost their first game of the season. We've got more excitement from what happened to those guys back then as we creep up on 50 years since they made the state tournament. Made quite an impression on a young announcer. No longer young, because like I said, it was 50 years ago. Last year when these two teams played each other, Stoughton and MG that is. Friday, December 2nd at Stoughton, the Vikings were victorious 57-50. Robson had 22 points and Johnson had 10. For the Silver Eagles, Warnock held only 16 points. She did have 11 rebounds though. Dahlhauser had 10. Addie Gaber, remember Addie Gaber? One of my favorite players. Before she got hurt, she was outstanding. 9 points and 4 assists that night. And then Peyton Blang had 8 points for us. Then the second game of the season, Friday, January 20th, here at Monona Grove, the Vikings victorious for the second time against MG, really putting the clamps on the MG offense, winning that one 62-35. Cassidy Bach led them with 11 points. Robson also had 11. Kissling had 10. Helverson had 9. They really did a job on the Silver Eagles as they held McKenna Warnock to only 12 points. Keep in mind, this is a girl who's only been in single fingers once in her entire career. She was held to 12 points that night, 9 rebounds, and Gaber again with 7 points. Like I said, Addie Gaber, an praised basketball player here at Monona Grove. I never thought she got a chance to play to her fullest potential because of injuries. Stoughton coming off a victory the other night against Lakeside Lutheran, 48-39. Helverson scored 9, Bach had 6, Kissling had 11, Treloff had 10. Watch those 4 tonight, as they're going to be a handful for your Silver Eagles. I want to thank DJ Dukemar for a great show leading up to our Silver Eagle basketball tonight. Only on WVMO can you hear such diverse broadcasts as his show, and then switching right into high school basketball. One of the things that make WVMO unique, and one of the reasons why we've got such dedicated listeners and about 800 volunteers working at the radio station, it seems like. We've got the pep band in force tonight, so we'll have the national anthem coming up shortly as we're getting ready for player introductions. Coaches are all shaking hands and thanking each other. And we're ready for the starting lineups for the Stoughton Vikings. Number 12, a 5'8 senior, Cassidy Bach. Number 14, a 5'8 junior, Emma Kissling. Number 22, a 5'8 junior, Peyton Treloff. A 5'8 senior, number 23, Paige Helverson. And 5'8 junior, number 33, Kiana Baker. All 5 starters for the Vikings are 5'8". Let's see how that compares against your Silver Eagles. Five-six freshman, number 4, Peyton Nelson. 5'7 junior, number 5, Peyton Blang. 6'2 junior, number 14, McKenna Warnock. 5'10 junior, number 22, Julia Bruns. And rounding out the starting five, 5'9" junior Kaylee DeVault. So for the Silver Eagles, it's Nelson, Blang, Warnock, Bruns, and DeVault. For the Vikings, Kissling, Treloff, Halverson, Baker, and Bach. Pinch hitting number 9, Maddie Moda. Like I mentioned, all 5 starters for Stoughton listed at 5'9". Let's see, they will have Warnock jump center. I think this is Kissling, he'll jump against her. 18 on the clock, we're ready to go. And the Silver Eagles will get the ball to start the game. This is Kaylee DeVault. Swing it to Bruns, back up top to Blang. Into the lane, Warnock for 2. McKenna makes that look easy. A 2-0 Silver Eagle lead to start the game. It's Cassidy Bach bringing it up for the Vikings. Swings it off to the right side, back up top to Bach. Kissling on the right, up top to Treloff. Back to Kissling, into the corner. Right corner down low, back up top to Kissling. Swing it to Bach at top of the key. Kissling 3 ball, no. Saved from going out of bounds, nope, it's MG ball. And first possession for each team out of the way, and the Silver Eagles getting the better of that one. Coach Tyler Keel in his second year at Monona Grove. This is Nelson for the Silver Eagles. We haven't seen the girls play in a while now. Into the left corner to Blang. She'll drive the lane, lays it up, and 2 for Peyton Blang. So 4-0. The Silver Eagles off to the early lead. Peyton Treloff with the fake, back up top. Vikings moving it around the perimeter. This is Treloff for 3, no. Rebound Warnock, she'll bring it up on the run. Down to the left corner. DeVault, no, rebound Nelson, scoops and draws the foul. That's going to go against Paige Halverson, I believe. Yes, it does. And that'll send Nelson to the line, her first attempts at a free throw tonight. Peyton, just a freshman, but playing some solid ball, nailing that free throw. I've got her at, oh, missing that one. I've got Peyton 5 out of 5 from the line until that miss. Or excuse me, 6 out of 6, now 6 out of 7. Driving into the lane, the Vikings draws a foul. Who is that? That's Paige Halverson will go back to the line. The foul called on Warnock, her first, team first. 2 shots for Halverson coming up. Makes the first. Second one coming up, that's the first Viking point. It's a 5-1 MG lead. Second free throw, also good. 5-2, the Silver Eagles lead it. 6:19 to play in the first half. Blang bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. Nelson in the right corner. Out to the elbow to Warnock. 10-footer, stop and pop, nope. Rebound Baker. Stoughton on the run, they get it down low in the right corner. Up to the top. This is Bach, she'll drive the lane, kick it over to Treloff. Treloff, Kissling, back to Bach. Into the lane, they're looking for Baker, and we got a foul on the floor. It'll be Stoughton ball under their own basket. Foul on Kaylee DeVault, excuse me. Like I said, we haven't done the girls' game in a while and forgotten their names. Up top to Kissling. Excuse me, that was Bach. They get it over to Halverson, up top to Bach again. Bach trying to drive in from the right side under the basket, scoop it out to Halverson. To the free throw line, she'll pass off to the right side, lost the handle on the ball, picked up by DeVault. Silver Eagles on the run. DeVault come to the top of the key with the ball. Right side, Blang. Left side, Nelson. She'll drive the lane. Almost lost it. Yes, she did lose it out of bounds. It's MG ball as it was last touched by the Vikings. Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. Kaylee Kellogg making an appearance. We're hoping to see her tonight. And number 21, Jenny Gorton. Kellogg, a 5'9 junior. Gorton, a 5'6 sophomore, and she'll do the inbounding honors. Finds freshman Nelson at the top of the key. 5-2, the Silver Eagles lead it. 16:10 to play. Nelson lost it out of bounds. Touched by Stoughton last. MG ball under their basket. Nice to see Kaylee Kellogg back out there. She's quite the shooter and a good player. We like to have her for this stretch run as we're into the second half of the season. They inbound it to Nelson off in the left corner. She'll dribble out of trouble. Gets a nice pick from Warnock. Up to Bruns, top of the key. Julia try to drive, left side, kick it over to Kellogg from the free throw line. Back to Gordon. Peyton Nelson on the left. Drive in, scoop underneath. For two, Peyton Nelson. 7-2, the Silver Eagles with the lead. 14:40 to play in the first half. Stoughton playing that perimeter game. They haven't had much luck getting inside. They get it inside this time. 2 points for Emma Kissling. That's the first field goal of the first, 3.5 minutes for the Vikings. Peyton Nelson working now. Give it off to the right side to Kellogg. Into the lane. Out to Bruns. Up top to Gordon. Left side Kellogg for three. No, air ball. Rebound by the Vikings, and they'll slow things up. No, they're going to continue to run. They go down the left corner and up top to Bach for three. Bach can't get it to drop. Rebound Warnock. Warnock's got about 3 rebounds already. And the fast break fails as it goes off Gordon's hands and out of bounds. That was leading her just a little too much. They didn't have the numbers on that break. Warnock might have been better off to pull up and take a jumper. Bruns will take a break now, and we'll get a sub coming in. This is Jordan Dahlhauser, 5'8 senior. Silver Eagles in a 2-3 zone. Been pretty effective with Warnock in the middle. She leads the world in blocks, I think. This is Bach up top. Bach for three again. Nope. Rebound Warnock. She's got at least 4 rebounds in the first half. Now they look for Peyton Nelson underneath and tipped out of bounds by the Vikings. Substitute coming in for Stoughton. Ashley Nelson, a 5'11 junior. One of the few players on the roster who isn't 6 feet or 5'8". This is Nelson on the right side. She'll dribble up top. Nelson's got a quick first step now. They go up top to Gordon. They try to loop it into Warnock. Players hanging on her. McKenna can't get it to drop. Almost fouled the Stoughton player on the rebound, but Vikings retain possession. No whistle there. Swing it into the left corner. To Bach, up top. This is Paige Helverson. They swing it to the right corner. Helverson. To Bach up top. Back to Helverson. 3 ball, good. Paige Helverson, her first field goal of the night. She has 5 of their 7 points, and we're tied at 7 now. Silver Eagles jumping out to a 7-2 lead. Nelson into the lane. Kick it back. Gordon for 3. The miss. Rebound Anderson for the Vikings. Kissling will bring it up and off the hands of off the hands of Bach, and it's an MG ball right in front of the student section. The Stoughton crowd rather thin tonight. Virtually no students and just a sprinkling of parents here. The Silver Eagles have a good representation, despite it being a school night. Now Warnock will bring it up. Play on the point for the Silver Eagles. Biggest player on the floor. Like I said, we'll run down the schools she's going to. See if I can say all the names within a single timeout. Gordon, nice move into the lane for 2. See, you concentrate on Warnock, you open up paths for other players to score some points. They look inside. Now back out for 3. Oh, nice 3 ball. That was Treloff for 3. Treloff with the steal. Looking inside. 2. Who was that? Number 12, Cassidy Bach. I'm screwing up their numbers. Don't pay any attention to me. I can't read the Stoughton numbers very well tonight. Up top, Blang inside to Warnock. McKenna, players hanging on her. She gets the 2 though. 4 points for McKenna. It's a 12-11 Stoughton lead. Vikings up the floor in a hurry now. Halverson to Nelson, or Anderson in the left corner, up top to Bach. Swinging around to 21. This is Renee Anderson. Treloff giving it off to Bach. They go into the lane to Anderson. That's Renee Anderson. She lost the ball. Now we got a foul called against the Vikings, and that'll send Peyton Blang to the line. 10:44 to play in a quick first half so far. 12-11 Silver Eagles lead. That's the second foul on Paige Halverson. Blang perfect on that free throw. Her first field goal or free throw of the night. Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. 3 subs coming in. Bruns coming back into the game. Who else have we got? Blang makes them both. Another guard came in. Who is that? Oh, number 1, Darian Johnson. She's played well off the bench. Vikings cross-court pass to Treloff. Back. They go up top. Now dump down low to Baker. Back to Treloff. Coming in from the left side. Up top for 3. Missed. Rebound. Warnock. No foul called. Warnock on the run. Into the corner to Nelson. Out to Bruns for 3 from the left side. Julia can't get that to drop. Race to the rebound. Won by Warnock. Warnock into the lane. 10-footer. No. Ooh, saved by Nelson. Blang for 3. No, air ball. Jeez. Rebound Vikings. Silver Eagles with a couple of nice individual efforts there, and then they missed the open 3. Under 10 minutes to play in the half. 13-12 MG lead. Baker trying to go underneath the basket. Bach. No. And we got a whistle underneath a foul. I'm guessing against the Silver Eagles. No, it might be against the Vikings. Foul on number 10. That would be on the Vikings. Alita Frick. Silver Eagles inbounding. This is Blang. Blang and Johnson will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. 9:40 to play, a 13-12 MG lead. Number 3, Chloe Larsh in the game for the Silver Eagles. This is Nelson. Looking inside for Blang, lost it alongside the lane, kick it out to Bruns, lost the handle. And now we got a whistle. It'll go against the Silver Eagles. That was just sloppy ball handling there. Foul against Peyton Blang. First individual foul, 3rd team foul. Halverson bringing it up for the Vikings. Into the lane, kick it out to Flick. Up top again, this is 14 Kissling into the lane from the left side, no. Rebound, fought for the ball, picked up by Nelson, and she gets tripped up and goes down hard. I think they're going to get Kissling for this one. Yes, they do. First foul on Kissling, 4th team foul. 9:04 to play, still a 13-12 MG lead. Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles after taking Blang's inbound. Picked up at half court. I can't see who that is. There's a foul there. Johnson will take the 3 from the left side. No air ball. Silver Eagles 3-point shooting has been less than stellar tonight. They've only taken a few, but they haven't even been close on them. Nice to get that going. Monona, typically a pretty decent free throw or 3-point shooting team. They've hit 79 on the season. Their opponents have hit only 43, so almost doubling them up. Nice little give and go to Kissling, missing that one. Rebound. Peyton Blang. Blang up top to Johnson. Swinging around to Nelson on the left side. She'll go up top. No, she won't. She'll dribble up top. Now she'll go to Johnson on the right, into the right corner to Blang. Blang looking inside for Bruns. Bruns was open for a split second there. Now Blang has it tipped away, and she draws a foul. This will be the 5th team foul against the Vikings. Treloff called for her first. 5th team foul. Somebody coming out. Who's this? Frick will sit down, and I think that was Cassidy Bach coming back into the game. Larsh inbounding to Nelson. 8:10 to play in the first half. Nelson into the lane, floats one up, draws the foul, and will get 2 shots. Peyton Nelson, I like the way that kid plays. She's only averaging 3.5 a game, but like I said, she hadn't missed a free throw until tonight's game. Let's see, the foul on 42, Alex Ashworth. She's 5'8". Peyton missed that one. Got to make your free throws. All right, Sienna Curran, a 5'11" sophomore into the game for the Silver Eagles. Darian Johnson will take a seat. Nelson's second free throw coming up. Bruns, Warnock, Nelson, Curran, and number 3, Chloe Larsh in the game for the Silver Eagles. Coach Keel's got a lot of combinations he can play. Peyton Blank, second free throw is perfect. Nothing but net. She's got 4 points, and it's 14-12 MG lead. 8 minutes to play in the half. Treloff bringing it up, swinging around Bach to Baker, trying to go in from the baseline. Out to Kissling up top. Nice ball movement by the Vikings. I can't even keep up with them. They can look for Baker on the right corner now. Bach, Treloff, cross court, up top to Bach. Back to Treloff. Should dribbles to the top of the key. Good defense by the Silver Eagles, denying him anywhere close to the 3-point line even. They go up top to Bach. Watch the Silver Eagle defense. They are playing a masterful possession here. It's like we got 6 girls on the floor. They go left corner. Kissling to Bach for 3. Miss. Rebound. Who else? McKenna Warnock. Warnock will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. They clear out. Let her drive the lane. 4 defenders, and she makes the easy layup. Warnock made that one look simple. She's got 6 points and a timeout called. I'm going to wait till the second half to play my timeout game. 16-12, the Silver Eagles lead it. 7:05 to play in the first half. Well, the Silver Eagles, shy of hitting any 3-point shots tonight, certainly done well otherwise. McKenna Warnock with 6 points, but Blang and Nelson, the 2 Paytons, have certainly done a nice job. And nice to see Jenny Gorton get in the game and hit a shot. Really happy to see Kaylee Kellogg back from playing. She was in a boot for a while, so good to see her back out on the floor and contributing. It'd be nice to have her back to full health. Before she got injured, she was hitting 40% of her shots, 88% of her free throws. Wow, and she hit 36% of her threes, too. Third on the team in 3-point shooting, despite missing, 4 games so far? Not bad. All right, coming out of the timeout, we've got Bruns, DeVault, Nelson, Larsh. Who's our 5th player? I think Warnock's getting a little attention here on the sidelines. She'll be in shortly. Must have gotten a scratch as she appears to be getting her knee taped or something. All right, now we're ready to go. Warnock ready to go. 7 minutes to play in the half. Silver Eagles lead at 16-12 over the second place Stoughton Vikings. Little jump pass there. They go to Bach in the left corner. Up top, this is Halverson. Halverson into the lane, back to Bach. Free throw line, pass it back out. MG defense has been great, denying shots. 3 ball there, though. Gives the Vikings the lead. That was Kissling. She's got 5 points, very unofficially. They go inside to Warnock. Spin move, lost the handle on the ball. Stoughton basketball. 16-15, the Silver Eagle lead, just 1 now. Stoughton with the chance to cut into that, maybe take the lead. A couple subs coming in for the Vikings. Number 12. No, she was in there already. That's Bach. They go right side with the basketball, guarded by Chloe Larsh. Inside to Anderson, into the corner to Frick. Up top, this is Cassidy Bach. 23 is Halverson, back to Bach into the corner. Nice ball movement by Stoughton, but the Silver Eagles doing a good job denying him any decent shots. If they want to shoot, they got to shoot from way outside for a three. Boy, Halverson almost lost that one. Good possession by the Silver Eagles. Now they look inside for Flick. She floats one up, no. Rebound Anderson. Blocked by Warnock. Turn did a hook shot, and McKenna Warnock all over that. She'll bring the ball up for the Silver Eagles. 5.5 minutes play. She'll take a long three. Nope. Rebound by the Vikings. Quickly down into the left corner is Bach. Warnock had the open three. I don't doubt her taking that one. They go for Nelson and baseline up top. Off the rim. Rebound Bruns has it slapped away. No whistle. I thought she was out of bounds. Second chance for the Vikings. Bach up top to Ashworth. Swinging around to the right. Look inside for Nelson again. Back to Bach for three. No, that was Ashworth missing the three ball. Larsh comes up with the loose ball. She'll dribble right down the middle of the floor herself. Kick it off to the left corner to Peyton Nelson. In and out. Loose ball on the floor. Bruns ties up the Viking, but it's a Stoughton possession as the arrow points that away. Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. Number 11, Jordan Dahlhauser. Who else did we get here? 5, Peyton Blang back in the game, joining Warnock. Jenny Gorton in the game, and Kaylee Kellogg. 4:45 to play, a 16-15 MG lead. Stoughton just can't quite take the lead away from Monona Grove. Silver Eagles rather tenacious, especially on defense tonight. Coach Keel's done a fine job preparing them for tonight's game. This is Ashworth on top. Looking inside for Bach, kick it off to the right side. Kissling, nice movement, but can't get away from Kellogg. Now they go inside to Bach. Hard off the backboard, rebound Warnock again. Warnock having a big night on the boards. She's got more boards than points tonight. Gordon from the left side, no. Rebound Stoughton. This is Bach into the right corner. Out into the lane to Baker. Lost the handle on the ball, picked up by the Vikings. They go to Ashworth, to Kissling, to Baker. Into the lane again, and the Vikings draw the foul. That's Emma Kissling going to the line. Second foul on Warnock. Just the fourth team foul on the Silver Eagles. With 3:53, that's not bad. We'll take that. Kissling missing that. Ashworth will sit down, and who is this that came in? Number 10 for them, Alita Frick. Kissling's second free throw is good. Oh, ties it at 16 now with 3:50 to play in the first half. Warnock with the ball, top of the key. Started a spin move and drew the foul. So they whistle number 12, Cassidy Bach, for her first foul. It'll send McKenna Warnock to the line. That's just what you want to do when you get in the bonus, is foul the best free throw shooter on the team. So McKenna Warnock to the line for the first time tonight. She has 6 points from the field already. Let's throw a couple more in here. Gotta make your free throws, especially on that one-on-one. Bach down the floor in a hurry. Trying to kick it off to the right side. Almost lost it out of bounds. Picked up by Kissling. Oh, and we got a charge called. Peyton Blang got slammed into by the Stoughton player. I believe that was Kissling. Let's get the foul here. No, Treloff called for the foul, her second. So with 13:36 to play, the Silver Eagles hoping to break this 16-16 tie. Boy, Treloff threw that ball afterwards. I thought she was going to get teed up. Peyton Nelson will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. Coming up right side. Kick it over to Kellogg for three. Miss. Kellogg racing to the rebound and gets called for the foul. Nope, draws the foul. So the foul's piling up for the Vikings. Foul on Kissling, her second. That'll send Gorton to the line. Kellogg to the line. Her first trip. Looking for her first points since her injury. Right there, she hits it. Breaks that 16-16 tie. Kellogg, like I mentioned, an 88% free throw shooter. The best on the team so far. Oh, missing that one. Rebound Vikings. Silver Eagles hitting about 50% of their free throws tonight. Got to make your free throws. Still, 17-16 MG lead. 3-ball for Alita Frick. Her first field goal of the night gives the Vikings a 19-17 lead. Their first lead, I believe. Kellogg to Gordon. Nice spin move at the free throw line. Lays one up. No. Rebound. And the putback missed by Dahlhauser, and she misses again, and Silver Eagles foul the Vikings. Kellogg called for her first foul. Just the fourth team foul, 10 on Stoughton so far. 2:48 to play in the first half, a 19-17 Stoughton lead. This is Frick up top. Back to Frick. Trying that three again. Short there. Rebound. Warnock almost lost it. Slapped by Baker, but McKenna comes up with it again. 2.5 minutes to play. McKenna Warnock. Quiet first half for McKenna. Nice move by Nelson. Can't get it to drop though. Rebound by the Vikings, number 42. That's Alex Ashworth for Worth. Cassidy Bach on the left side. Spin move into the lane. Scoop underneath for two. Bach's a decent player. I've got her for 4 points. Vikings up 21-17 now. This is Warnock looking inside to Dahlhauser. Dahlhauser fouled and will go to, nope, that's Blank for 2 free throws coming up. Alita Frick called for her second foul. Blank to the line where she's 2 for 2. Whoa. Free throws and threes have not been kind to us tonight. Bruns will come in for Dahlhauser. 2:01 to play in the first half at 21-17 lead. In and out. Missed them both. Darn it all. Got to make your free throws. Vikings down the floor in a hurry. They're swinging around to the left corner. Frick inside. Frick again. Back up top. They go cross court to Frick. She dumps it down low. Warnock slaps it away. Recovered by Kissling, and she bounces it off Blang, and it's Stoughton ball in front of the MG student section. They inbound to Bach in the left corner. Cassidy Bach, their lone returning starter. Nice pass there up top. This is Ashworth. In the paint to Baker, taken away by Peyton Nelson. Excuse me, Peyton Blang. Blang bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. This is Kellogg to the top of the key. 1:05 to play in the half. Runs, fake the three, drive in from the left side, float it up. No, and we're going to get a foul called on Julia Bruns. Charging. First foul on Julia. 6 team fouls, so both teams in the bonus. The Silver Eagles in the double bonus because of the 10 Stoughton fouls. 1:01 to play in the first half, a 4-point Stoughton lead. Silver Eagles have led all but the last roughly minute of the game, of the half, I should say. Cross court to Frick. Baseline Baker. Out to Kissling, she can't get it. Rebound Peyton Blang. Blang's playing a good first half. Working one-on-one at the top of the key. Now she switches off. Kellogg for 3, missing. Rebound Warnock into the lane. Leaner for 2. Warnock with 8 points in the first half. A quiet first half for her. 21-19. The Silver Eagles down by just 2. 20 seconds to play in the first half. Stoughton will play for the last shot. This is Frick. They go down low to Baker. She'll throw up that 10-footer. No. Who wants this rebound? Out of bounds. The Silver Eagles will get the ball back with 10.5 seconds to play. Timeout called by Coach Keel. kind of a lackluster shooting effort in the first half for the Silver Eagles. Stick around after halftime. We'll have a little bit of a break in the action here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some about the 69 team. Got some interesting stories. They had a rather unusual game in late December, early January. We'll talk about that a little bit. One of my childhood heroes having a rough start to a game, and we'll tell you all about it after halftime and before the start of the second half. 10.5 seconds to play in the first half. A 21-19 Stoughton lead. Steve Martinelli here bringing you Silver Eagle basketball and football during the season with my good friend and broadcast partner Bob Schmuck. Bob and I have done seriously over 100 games over the years. Seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mostly good. All right. Kellogg will inbound to Peyton Nelson. Silver Eagles also have Bruns, Warnock, and Blang on the floor. There's a nice combination of shooters. What do we got? Official being called over to the scorer's table. Well, I guess he gave it to him to inbound a little before they were ready at the table. Now we're ready to go. They'll roll it out to Blang, or to Nelson. She'll let it roll a third of the way down the court and pick it up. Under 10 seconds to play. This is Blang. They're trying to get Warnock free. McKenna, 3 players hanging on her. Turnaround jumper for 2. Ties it at the buzzer. 21-21. McKenna Warnock with 10 of those 21 points as we go to the locker room tied up at 21. Silver Eagles versus the Stoughton Vikings. Stay tuned for exciting Silver Eagle basketball. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks, folks. Back to Silver Eagle basketball as the Monona Grove girls tied up with the Stoughton Vikings 21-21 at halftime for the Silver Eagles. Led in scoring in the first half, McKenna Warnock with 10 points, 4 apiece for Peyton Nelson and Peyton Blang, 2 for Jenny Gordon, and 1 for Kaylee Kellogg, her first action back after an injury. Silver Eagles tied at 21. Free throws hurting the Silver Eagles in that first half, hitting only 5 out of 11. Well, let's take a trip back down memory lane almost 50 years ago when the Silver Eagles were trying to get into the state tournament for the first time ever. 1969, December 20th, or excuse me, the 19th, they took on the Monroe Cheesemakers. The Cheesemakers had beaten the Silver Eagles 6 straight times, and they made it 7 in a row as they knocked Silver Eagles out of first place in the Badger Conference, 63-59. Like I said, 7 straight with that victory. Monona had lost to the Monroe Cheesemakers for the Silver Eagles that night. Dick Patterson, my hero, threw in 25 points, averaging just over 20 points a game in the 5 conference games, second in the scoring contest. Tom Joris, second for the Silver Eagles that night with 13 points. They dropped out of first place for the first time that season. Sun Prairie winning, breaking the tie with the Silver Eagles. Sun Prairie 5-0 in conference. 8-0 overall, and Monona Grove 4-1 in conference, 6-2 overall. Then their following game on December 20th, the next night, they took on Madison Memorial, a good Madison Memorial team, and just thumped them 58-35. The Silver Eagles trailed 7-4 early on in the first quarter when Coach Levac called timeout with 3:06 to play, then went on a run the rest of the quarter 11-3 to take a lead that they wouldn't trail, that they wouldn't give up again. Tom Joris leading the way with 12 points that night for the Silver Eagles. His last 7 points in the third quarter when they outscored Memorial 16-6 to put the game away. That game, kind of an unusual game, on January 9th, 1970. The new year saw the Silver Eagles take on the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks, losing this one 61-59. The interesting thing in that game, after the opening tip, Dick Patterson of Monona Grove took the tip away from a Fort player, drove down for an easy layup in the wrong basket. My hero in the wrong basket. Patterson recovered though, scored 17 points on the night. Joris had 13, DeRungs had 14, but the Silver Eagles not quite enough as they fell to the Blackhawks 61-59, and that is your 1969-1970 Silver Eagle highlight. We're back and ready to start the second game. The Silver Eagles with Blang, Nelson, Bruns, Warnock, and who else? DeVault on the floor. This is Bruns, top of the key, looking inside for Warnock, threw it past her outstretched hands, and it's Stoughton ball. Tied at 21 to start the second half, and Monona throws it away on their first possession, 13 seconds into the half. Stoughton bringing it up. This is Halverson. They go up top to Treeloff. Back to Halverson. No, I'm sorry, that's Bach. There's Treeloff with the ball. Cross court to Halverson. She drives in from the right side, puts up the 10-footer. Harassed by Warnock. McKenna comes up with a rebound. She'll bring it down herself, take it into the lane. Spin move, lost the handle, picked it back up again, looking for some help now. Dumps it off to the left side to Nelson. Nelson into the lane, up top to Lang. This is DeVault. Into the paint, kick it back to Bruns. She'll drive and draw the foul. Julia Bruns, a strong move to the basket. Got knocked down by a couple of Vikings. I tried looking up what Viking women were called, you know, Vikingettes or something like that. Not to be sexist or anything. I was just curious if they had a term for a Viking woman. And the term is Viking woman. The things you learn. All right, Emma Kissling picking up her third foul. Bruns missing the first free throw. That was her first free throw attempt of the night. Second one also no good. Baker with the rebound. Silver Eagles now 5 out of 13 from the line. Treeloff to Halverson on the right side. Up top to Bach. Left side, Treeloff. Right side, Bach. Long three, no. Rebound, Baker. She'll put it back up over Warnock. Gets her own rebound after the miss. Treeloff, no. Warnock's got this one, and she'll take off down the floor. Stop and pop the three. No. Rebound, DeVault knocked it out of bounds. It's Stoughton ball. Boy, nobody can score here in this second half. 16:30 to play, still tied at 21. Silver Eagles yet to make a three-pointer in this game. Treeloff brings it in, gives it off to the left corner. They bring it back out. Bach to Kissling underneath. Stolen away by Nelson. See, Nelson doing all those little things. She doesn't have a ton of points tonight, but she's really helping out. Bruns now in the left corner. Dribble out, give it to McKenna Warnock, top of the key. Warnock into the lane. Bruns, left corner, three. Come on, get in there. Misses again. Baker comes up with the loose ball under the Stoughton basket. Nobody can hit a basket here in the second half. We're almost 2.5 minutes in. Cross court, up to the top. Bach to Treeloff, left elbow. She'll dribble to the top, into the corners. Bach, dump it down low to Baker, up top. Kissling to Bach into the lane, left-hander, no. Tipped. That was no good. Halverson comes up with the ball, and she makes the basket. Warnock into the lane. Tried a scoop shot, draws the foul. Can't hit the threes, at least drive the lane and then make your free throws. Foul called on number 12, Cassidy Bach, her second, team second. Subs in for the Silver Eagles. We've got Johnson, Kellogg with the ball. Dahlhauser, Kellogg stepped on the lines, out of bounds. 23-21, the Vikings lead. Silver Eagles led most of the first half before Stoughton took over with about 2 minutes to play in the half, and then at the buzzer, McKenna Warnock threw one in to tie it up at 21. Now in this half, there hasn't been much scoring, just a lone field goal by the Vikings. They go up top to Bach. Halverson on the right elbow. Treeloff up top. Now they loop it inside to Baker, slapped away by Warnock, recovered by Halverson, back to Baker. She goes in from the right side. No, rebound, Vikings. Treeloff for two. Very unofficially, I've got her for 5 points now, and it's a 25-21 Stoughton lead. Peyton Nelson with the ball for the Silver Eagles. Top of the key. Dahlhauser missing the three. Rebound Stoughton. Halverson gets it again, takes off down the floor in a hurry. Charge, come on. Come on, she was planted. Yes, Halverson called for the charge. Third foul on Halverson. She'll take a seat now for a bit. No, she won't. They took somebody else out. All right, Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. Stoughton ahead by 4, 25-21, 14-10 to play. Nelson drive the lane, fouled on the floor. Foul on 14, that's Kissling, that's her fourth. She'll have to sit down, I'm sure. Coach Pickard thinking, not going to take her out yet. They go into Warnock. Little alley-oop. She didn't quite dunk it, but she made the basket, and she has 12 points. She leads all scorers tonight. First basket of the second half for the Silver Eagles, and we're 4 minutes into the half. 25-23, down by 2, and Stoughton with the ball. This is Treloff. Swinging in the left corner. Back to the right. Back to the left. Bach trying to go baseline. Nice defense there by Dahlhauser. Now the jump ball will go back to Stoughton again. We get a T on Coach Pickard's? I believe we did. Coach Pickett, excuse me. And that'll send Warnock to the line for a couple of free throws, and we get the ball. So a chance to tie it and then perhaps take the lead. Warnock 0 for 1 already tonight from the line. Let's see if she can sink a couple here. Thank you, Big Mac. Next time out, we'll try and run down all of the schools that have offered McKenna Warnock scholarships. 14 points as she hits both free throws there. Now, Silver Eagle basketball in a 25-25 game. 13:32 left in the game. This is Peyton Nelson with the ball. Nelson, Johnson, Kellogg, Warnock, and Dahlhauser. They go down low to Nelson. No foul called. She saves it from going out of bounds. Johnson picks up the loose ball. Cross court to Kellogg. Kellogg has it knocked out of bounds. So it'll be Silver Eagle ball underneath their own basket. Kellogg will inbound. Nope, Johnson will. Kellogg's played pretty well, pretty aggressively for somebody just coming off an injury. Usually a player is a little tentative. She's showing no signs of that at all tonight. Nice to get her back scoring again. She's got just a single free throw tonight. Now we've got a little discussion at the bench, at the scorer's table. An extra chair needed on the Stoughton side of things. I don't quite understand what that's about. Now Gorton will come in for Kellogg. And Nelson will sit down and Blang will come in. So Blang, Gorton, Dahlhauser, Warnock, and Johnson for the Silver Eagles. Johnson inbounding under their own basket. They get it into Warnock. She'll drive the lane. Oh, and she's called for a carry. I think the ref was just stunned by that big first step she took. All right, still tied at 25, 13-10 to play in the game. Stoughton ball in front of the MG student section. To our left, going to our right. Treloff bringing it up. She goes right side to Ashworth. Up to the top to Treloff. Three ball for Kissling. Nope, Ashley Nelson credited for that one. Warnock, could have been called for a travel. Johnson picks up the loose ball. This is Blank thinking about the three. She goes inside to Warnock. Oh, nice pass to Dahlhauser for two. Dahlhauser's first basket of the night off a beautiful assist by Warnock. Now 27-27. Stoughton ball. 12:20 to play in this game, tied at 27. Treloff inside, called for the travel. Halverson made a nice pass to her. Treloff forgot to dribble the ball and just ran with it apparently. Now Johnson will come out. Peyton Nelson will come in. No, I'm sorry, that's Chloe Larsh. Haven't seen a whole lot of Larsh tonight. I like her. Good shooter, good hustler. This is Gorton with the ball. There's Larsh up high. She'll give it over to Gordon driving the left baseline. No. Rebound Stoughton. Another good opportunity. The Silver Eagles have created a lot of opportunities for themselves on offense. 3 ball in and out. Tipped. Rebound Warnock. She'll bring it up herself. Drives in from the right side. Scoop underneath. Counted in the foul. $16 points for Warnock and a chance to add another one. Foul on Nelson, her first. Team 6th already, so the Silver Eagles without a foul here in the second half. 6 already on Stoughton. Julia Bruns in the game along with DeVault. Warnock at the line shooting 1. She's 2 out of 3 already. 3 out of 4 right there. Warnock an 80% free throw shooter for the Silver Eagles. Gives the Silver Eagles a 30-27 lead. Kissling thought about the 3 ball. Gets it back. She'll drive the left baseline. Flip it out. Now they look inside. Stoughton passes the ball very well. Baker lost that one off her foot, I think. It's going to be MG ball. No, they're going to say MG touched it last. Baker even thought she kicked it. Stoughton will inbound then with 11:16 to play. 30-27, your Silver Eagles on top. They go up high. Swing it to Ashworth. She looks inside for Baker. That time she dribbled off her foot and the ref saw it. Gives it to the Silver Eagles, and Warnock will bring it up after the inbound pass by Blang. Warnock up the floor. This is Chloe Larsh to Blang at the top. DeVault right side. They're sandwiching Warnock inside. Blang thought about the 3. She'll drive the lane. Kick it over to DeVault. Out to Chloe Larsh, top of the key. Chloe will let things set up. Now she'll go left side DeVault. Kaylee can't find anything. Give it to Blang at the top. Runs. 3 ball. Boom, baby. The first 3 of the night, and the timing was excellent. Julia Bruns, her first basket of the night. She had missed a couple free throws. That one was big, giving the Silver Eagles a 6-point lead. 33-27. Oh, that 3 missed, but recovered by the Vikings. The rebound missed. The putback, no good, but again, another rebound by Stoughton. For a team filled with 5'8" girls, they're extremely well trained at rebounding. They go to Baker on the baseline, trying to back in. Nope. This is Kissling on the left side, looking for something. I'm sorry, that's Bach. They go up top to Ashworth. Back to Bach on the left. She'll take the 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound Baker. Contested by Warnock, and we're going to get a foul. This could be McKenna Warnock's 3rd foul. Just the first foul on the Silver Eagles, but the 3rd on McKenna Warnock. She's the only Silver Eagle with as many as 2 fouls. Now she'll come out, and Kellogg will come in her place. We've got Bruns, Kellogg, Blang, Nelson, and who else? DeVault, that's right. And a foul under the basket. We'll send Cassidy Bach to the line. Bruns called for her 2nd foul. After I said nobody had 2 fouls, Bruns picks up her 2nd. They'll let McKenna Warnock sit for a little while. 9:41 to play. This is Paige Halverson hitting a free throw. She's 3 for 3 from the line by my record. Questionable at best, believe me. You can trust me when I say the MG's records. I'm pretty accurate there. The miss, rebound by Baker. She puts it back up and draws the foul. Silver Eagles had a chance. A couple of them had a chance to grab that ball. Instead, it's a foul. 3rd on Bruns. So quick order, she picks up a couple of fouls. Baker makes her first free throw. That's the first points of the night for Baker, a 5'8" junior. Now DeVault will come in for Bruns. Size kind of negated now with Bruns and Warnock on the bench. Baker makes them both. Sub Nelson coming in. 33-30, the Silver Eagles up. 9:37 to play in the game. 33-31, excuse me, they just corrected the scoreboard. All right, so the Silver Eagles with DeVault, Kellogg, Peyton, Blang, Peyton, Nelson, and Dahlhauser. Nelson up the floor in a hurry. She's quick. Off to the right side for Gordon. Miss. Rebound is Bach. To Treloff will bring it across into the left corner. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Dahlhauser. That was Halverson with the miss. And Dahlhauser draws the foul. Just going to put us in the bonus here, I think. I think we're shooting. Groovy. Ashworth called for her second foul. Team's 7th foul already. The Silver Eagles have 3. Now Johnson will come in for the Silver Eagles. Warnock also in. Dahlhauser to the line. Her first trip to the line. And it's perfect. Should take some pictures on that trip. So Johnson, Warnock, Dahlhauser, Blang, and Nelson. Dahlhauser, perfect on both of them. She's got 4 points tonight, and it's a 5-point MG lead with 9:15 to play. 35-30. This would be a little bit of an upset, I got to say. The Silver Eagles, no pushovers, but Stoughton getting points in the coaches poll this season, or this week. Cross court to Halverson. They go back the other way to Bach. She runs into a double team and loses it out of bounds. It's MG ball. Silver Eagle defense playing exceptionally well on a night when the offense has been pretty cold. Now Peyton Nelson will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. Her parents in the crowd tonight. Eric, former coach. This is Nelson to Dahlhauser to Blang up top. 8:35 to play in the game. Silver Eagles up by 5. Johnson from the right side, looking in the lane, tipped by Baker, stolen by the Vikings. Halverson down the floor in a hurry, and she draws a foul from Dahlhauser. Gets the basket and the foul. First foul on Jordan Dahlhauser, but will send Paige Halverson to the line. Shooting one. 4th team foul. 35-32, a chance to pull them within 2 here. It is good. I've got Halverson 3 out of 4 from the line, and a timeout called. We're going to try and play the McKenna College game now. Let me flip in my book here. I'm going to try and name all the schools giving her offers. Marquette, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Drake, Green Bay, Michigan State, Iowa, Lehigh, North Dakota State, Iowa State, St. Louis, Valparaiso, Gonzaga, Illinois, Arkansas, Arizona State, Butler, Creighton, DePaul, Indiana, Kansas State, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, North Carolina State, Oregon State, Rutgers, UMKC, UNLV, Xavier, Arizona, Wichita State, Texas Tech, Quinnipiac, Colorado, Pittsburgh, Tulane, California, Kansas, Rice, Oregon, Utah, Loyola, Marymount, California, Oklahoma, Denver, Texas, Arlington, Vermont, Stanford, Princeton, Harvard, and Yale. I did it. Whew. That's all the schools that have shown interest in McKenna Warnock. Whew. And she's only halfway through her junior year. My goodness. All right. Silver Eagles have the ball in a 2-point lead, 8:26 to play. I hope you enjoyed that. If it was stupid, well, don't tell me. It'll hurt my feelings. All right, Silver Eagles with the ball on the 2-point lead. Bruns to Warnock up high. Warnock, they clear out for her. She'll drive, kick it back to Bruns. Julie will take the 3. In and out. Rebound Baker. Silver Eagles can't get the rebound when it counts. Stoughton, undersized, but certainly a well-rebounding, very good rebounding team. They go inside to Baker. She finds it blocked by a couple of Silver Eagles. 3 attempt. Kissling hitting the 3 again. That's her second by my count. Gives the Vikings a 36-35 lead. 7:45 to play. This is Peyton Nelson, top of the key. She's looking for some room. She'll stop at the free throw line, hand off to Blang. Blang will drive in from the right side, lays it up and in, and an MG lead. Peyton Blang with 6 points. 37-36, MG on top, 7:25 to play. Baker left or right corner, out to Bach. Cross, court pass to Treloff. They go to Ashworth. From the right side, dump it down low to Baker. Scoop underneath, missed. Rebound Bruns. Julie will bring it up herself. Harassed by Baker, dump it back to Dahlhauser. Looking for Warnock, but gets it to Blang instead. Warnock trying to back in. And Warnock called for the travel. They're not giving her anything tonight. Kellogg will come in, and Dahlhauser will take a rest. 37-36, the Silver Eagle lead is 1, 6:57 to play. Timeout, nope. Just a substitution for the Viking. Nelson, that big girl in. She's about the only one on the team who's not 5'8". Treloff, who's 5'8", will bring it up for the Vikings. Stoughton trails it by 1. This is Helverson into Nelson in the corner. Back to Helverson, right elbow. Up top, Bach, back to Helverson. Helverson, Treloff at the top, back to Helverson. Now this is Bach to Treloff, left side. Taking a lot of time off the clock here. Baker into the left corner, trying to go baseline, knocked away by Blang, out of bounds, Stoughton ball. MG defense has been tight tonight. Stoughton comes into the game. Let's see how much they average. Averaging 59 a game. We've held them to 36 so far with 6:15 to play. They could go on a run on top of that 59. But Treloff almost lost it. The 3 attempt missed by Bach, and Warnock with the rebound. Spin move by McKenna Warnock. Doesn't get the basket, but draws the foul and will go to the line for a couple. Silver Eagles come into tonight's game averaging 70.3 a game. Pretty amazing. Warnock shooting. Perfect on the first one. I've got her 4 out of 5. Now DeVault will come in. Bruns will come in. Nelson and Kellogg or Gorton will sit down. Foul on Cassidy Bach, by the way. She's got 3 now. Warnock misses that one. Not often she misses 2 free throws in a game. 84% shooter. Gives the Silver Eagles a 38-36 lead. Stoughton looping it in. Left side to Bach. Taken away by Kellogg. Possession arrow goes to Stoughton again. Every time it seems like the arrow goes to Stoughton. How does that happen? 5:37 to play, 38-36 MG lead. This has been tight the entire time. I don't know if anybody's led by more than 5 points. Treloff missing, rebound Bruns, and 2 Stoughton Vikings take each other out. Kellogg down the floor looking inside for Warnock. McKenna, the easy 2. Good play by Kellogg. I've got Warnock for an even 20 points now. 20 of the Silver Eagles, 40. That's about right. Bach to Treloff. Loop it inside to Baker. Baker missed. Rebound Bruns. No foul called. Has it slapped away. Now Kellogg going to kick it out of bounds. Nope. Baker touched that one. What is this ref calling? Oh, that was just a bad call. That was right in front of him. Baker just about kicked it out of bounds, and they said it's Stoughton ball. 5:04 to play. They get it inside to Treloff. Oh, that was an ugly left-hand shot. Rebound Warnock. Come on, where's the foul? There we go. I think they're going to get Baker for this. Warnock got the rebound, and she was just mauled inside by Baker. Oh, they call it on Halverson? No, they call it on Baker. No? Where is it? No, Halverson did get the call for it. Her 4th foul, and that'll send Warnock to the line again, where she's 4 out of 6. 4:57 to play, a 40-36 MG lead. There we go, 41-36. I believe this ties the biggest lead of the game for the Silver Eagles. Now Nelson will come in and Baker will sit down. 41-36. Silver Eagles aren't going to hit their season average of 70, but As long as we get the W, that's the stat that matters, right? Warnock hits them both. 23 points for the big junior. 42-36, the biggest lead of the night. Ashworth to Nelson, down low. Okay. Treloff out to Bach. Treloff to Ashworth, right side. Skip pass to Bach. She was kind of screened by Treloff there. Treloff driving into the lane, floats one up. 2 for Treloff. I've got her for 7 points. 42-38, 4:20 to play. Monona Grove clinging to that 4-point lead. Now McKenna Warnock, they clear things out for her. They're going to give it to Bruns on the left side. She'll dribble to the free throw line, now drive in left side and call for a travel. She was looking to dump it backwards to Blang and took an extra step. Now Blang will come out and Nelson will come in. 4:07 to play here on WVMO LP Monona, the voice of Monona, 98.7. Thanks for joining us. An unusual Thursday night game. Most of our games Friday nights, but Thursdays are fun too. 3 attempt, missed, rebound Bruns. Silver Eagles rebounding is picked up here in the second half. Knocked out of bounds, it's MG ball. Bruns got a little hemmed in and managed to get a break there by throwing it off one of the Vikings. Now, Halverson will come back in for Nelson. They look inside for Warnock. Oh, nice pass down low to DeVault for 2. Kaylee DeVault's first basket of the night came in a good time, 44-38 with 3.5 minutes to play. This is Treloff. Bach. Into the corner, Nelson. Tipped into the hands of Warnock. 3:15 to play. McKenna Warnock with the ball for the Silver Eagles. McKenna Warnock less than 20 points away from the school record for girls scoring. Kellogg an easily 2. Kellogg's first field goal tonight. 3 points for her on her return. Knocked out of bounds, or knocked out of the hands by DeVault, and she's going to get called for the foul. Second foul on Kaylee. Just the 5th team foul. Now, a timeout called by Coach Keel. Subs coming in. It's Dahlhauser and who else? I think it was Curran coming off the bench. Nope, Bruns, I think. After tonight, the girls take on La Follette at La Follette. Let me get the rest of this here. Girls Tuesday night will play at La Follette. The boys, on the other hand, will play the MG or the Badgers Challenge. I've heard who they're playing, and of course it escapes me now. That's Friday night at Oregon High School they will play. And I mentioned the girls will take on La Follette next Tuesday. The boys will be here Tuesday night on the radio and on YouTube against the Watertown Goslings. Then we get a little bit of a break. You won't see them on TV or radio until January 30th when we take on the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks on Teacher Appreciation Night. I got to talk to my favorite teacher because earlier this year she promised she would come to the game with me, be introduced. And I'll give you a hint. She teaches here at Monona Grove, and she'll soon be out on leave. All right. Timeout over, 2:55 to play, 46-38 MG lead. 8 points is the biggest lead of the night. Let's see if they can capitalize on that. First they have to take it away from the Vikings. Stoughton inbounding under their own basket. This is Bach on the left side, up top to Halverson. Halverson looking inside for Kissling. Kissling gets tied up and the jump ball goes to the Silver Eagles. That's the first one I recall going to MG tonight. Now Stoughton putting the press on. Simple little trap there. Nice steal and a layup and a blocking foul called on the Silver Eagles. Warnock called for that one. Warnock called for her 4th foul. That'll send Kissling to the line. Kissling made the layup. Now getting the free throw, hoping to cut that into a 5-point lead. 46-41. MG still on top with 2:41 to play. Warnock still in the game with 4 fouls now. Some discussion among the referees, yes. Silver Eagles changing their configuration a little bit here. Blang looking to inbound it, better get it in soon. Gets it to Kellogg, back to Blang down the floor, and Blang gets fouled. I believe this is on Kissling. I think that's Kissling's 5th. Yes, it is. She'll sit down. I have her unofficially with 12 points. Baker will come in her place. Bruns will come in, and Dahlhauser will sit down. Silver Eagles drop McKenna Warnock off the lane. Ooh, missed there for Peyton Blang. That was a big one, Peyton. She is now 2 out of 5 from the line tonight. Got to make your free throws. Makes that one. I've got Peyton for 7 points. She's hitting just under 50% of her free throws this year. Got to work on that. Pass to Treloff coming in from the left side. Floats one up. 2. I've got Treloff for 9 points. Nelson into the corner, and a timeout called by the Silver Eagle coach. 2:13 to play, a 4-point MG lead, 47-43. Remember the last time these two teams played, a 1-point Stoughton victory. 70. The scoring I've got says 70-69 on one place and 71-70 on the other. I'm going to guess that Stoughton won that one. So the Silver Eagles looking for victory number 9 on the season as they try to upset the Vikings here. They haven't beat them in 3 straight games at least. Be sure and tune into future MG games as we'll continue to talk about the 69-70 team on their way to the state tournament. An early preseason favorite, they struggled along the way and put it all together late in the season to make the trip to Madison. Oh wait, it's only 11 miles from here. They look inside for Warnock. She can't save it from going out of bounds. It's Stoughton ball. All right, 47-43, a minute 59 to play. This is crunch time. Silver Eagles got to play some good D here and get this back and try and preserve this 4-point lead. Under 2 minutes to play. Treloff to Kissling to Bach to Baker for 2. And a timeout called. A 2-point game, 47-45. Whew, tight one here. After tonight, Stoughton takes on Madison Edgewood. That'll be a tough one. Then Milton, then Monroe. They've got a tough route the next couple games. Milton 4-3 in the conference. Where does that place them? 5th place. Just ahead of the Panthers of Oregon and your Silver Eagles, both with a 3-4 record. There aren't too many easy games in the conference this year except for maybe Watertown and Fort Atkinson. And we've got Watertown coming up and Fort soon after them. Badger Conference, particularly the South, a tough one this year. All right, number 33, Kiana Baker with the basket a minute ago. 47-45, the Silver Eagles up by 2. They'll have the ball working against the Stoughton press. Get it in, Peyton. Blang gets it into Kellogg. Kellogg runs into trouble, looking for some help. Hands off to Blang. Blang gets it across to Nelson. Down into the corner to Bruns. Bruns should take it in the right baseline. No. Slapped away by Stoughton. Vikings come up with the ball. Baker on the breakaway against Nelson. No, missed it. Rebound Vikings, no, they say she stepped out of bounds. It'll be MG ball. A break there for the Silver Eagles as they lost the ball on offense before they even got a shot off. And Stoughton could not convert, knocking the ball out of bounds. Now they inbound to Peyton Nelson. Gets it across the half-court line in a hurry. Kellogg on the left side. She'll dribble to the top and give it to Peyton Blang. Dribbling to her right. Now coming back to the left. Hand off to Nelson near center court. Nelson deep on the right. Give it back to Blang near the center circle. Drive towards the line. Over to Bruns. Bruns handed off to Nelson. Silver Eagles just eating clock here. They go to Peyton Blang. Up top to Nelson. To Bruns. Bruns dribbling to the left corner. Now she'll back out. Double team. Looking for some help. Finds Kellogg on the left side. Kellogg being mauled as Stoughton tries to foul with 45 seconds left, and they finally get the whistle. I think this is Paige Halverson's fifth. Fifth on Paige Halverson. So Halverson and Kissling have both fouled out. Alita Frick back in. And Kaylee Kellogg to the line where she's 0 for 1. See if I can find where Kaylee is on the season. Missing that one. Knocked out of bounds. No, we're going to get a foul. Kellogg 0 for 1 from the line. For the season, hitting 88%. We talked about her earlier. She gets 2 free throws as we're in the double bonus. The ref making sure at the scorers table. 44.6 seconds remain. A 2-point MG lead, 47-45. Kaylee Kellogg, 3 points already tonight. Chance for number 4 missed there. That would have been a big one. Rebound by Baker for Stoughton. Vikings trail by 2, 40 seconds to play. Look inside for Frick. Out to Bach, swing it around the left side. 28 seconds left, and a timeout called by the Vikings. 28.1 seconds left, a 2-point Stoughton lead. Stoughton's made a number of threes tonight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got them for 5. Silver Eagles, an uncharacteristic 1 3-pointer tonight. They have struggled on those shots beyond the arc, and their free throw shooting not that great either. I got to be honest with you. I've seen this team shoot much better. Their defense, however, has been spectacular tonight. I think they've done an outstanding job. Stoughton's a good rebounding team, but we've eliminated a lot of open shots tonight. All right, coming back out on the floor, we've got Bruns, Kellogg, Warnock, Blang, and Nelson. Stoughton will have the ball in front of the Stoughton students section, as it were. 28.1 seconds remaining. A 47-45 MG lead. Monona Grove girls looking for their 9th win of the season. Getting to 500 in conference. All right. This is Cassidy Bach, the returning starter, inbounding. Up top to Treloff. Treloff back to Bach. To Ashworth. Cross court to Bach. Just be inside the circle. Ties it with a long. No, he signaled a 3. No way. Timeout called by the Silver Eagles. I really have to disagree on that 3 ball. They give Kissling credit for the 3, but I had her a step or 2 inside the line. Nonetheless, with 8.7 seconds left, the Silver Eagles trail at 48-47. The ref blew that one. I'm going to watch this on replay later on, but I am almost positive she was well within that line. Oh, that's too bad. The ref was right in front of her, and I think he was watching the ball rather than where her feet were. 48-47. Silver Eagles with the ball. 8.7 seconds left. All is not lost. They've got some decent shooters here. McKenna Warnock with 21 on the night. She leads all scorers. She's the obvious choice, and they're going to collapse on her when the ball gets inbounded. We've got Blang Nelson, Bruns, and Kellogg. All good shooters out there, all good three-point shooters. Let's see. All right. They take four corners of the paint. Peyton Blang to inbound. Gets it into Warnock, top of the key. Warnock trying to back in. Goes into the lane, flips one up. No, foul called. Stoughton gets the rebound, and they're going to run out the clock here. Nope, that's going to do it. The Vikings will win it 48-47 as the Silver Eagles struggle to get the last second shot off. I have to question some of the refereeing tonight. Wasn't consistently bad, but they made a couple key mistakes that cost us at the end there. Unfortunately, McKenna Warnock not getting the foul as she went into the lane, missing the shot. Recovered by the Vikings, and they beat the Silver Eagles 48-47. Warnock, the leading scorer for the Silver Eagles, as now she stands just 21 points away or so from the school record. We'll be back to talk about more Silver Eagle basketball action. Let's see. Let me get back to the scoreboard here, or to the schedule. Let's see. Tuesday night, January 23rd, when the boys take on the Watertown Goslings. This has been a WVMO LP production. I'm Steve Martinelli. Thank you so much for watching. Again, the Silver Eagle girls losing 48-47. Thanks. Good night.